Then the breakthrough was we had the access to the Prime Minister's Telegram channel, which I reported he did not say that he was stepping down and supporting Maliki like some people. Those are rumors. No, I've seen no notification of it. I focus on truth, facts, and optimism, but I do talk to the rumors, so you know that I'm aware of them.
Blah, blah, blah. Words that sound great, but so far has led to no action.
Come on. Boom, boom, boom. Gotta get that. Boom, boom, boom. Gotta get that. Boom, boom, boom.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the star of our show, direct from the bar,
Pimpy.
What is going on out there, peeps? All right, as usual, saying she hasn't seen anything when it's out there again. Another report about Al-Sudani supporting Maliki's nomination for Prime Minister, but we'll get into that here in just a second. Before we get started, do me a favor, hit the thumbs up button. If you're not a subscriber, please do so, because when you do, it helps out the channel, and I certainly do appreciate it. You guys gotta be careful about people who chop off at the mouth like that and swear that they're way more important than other people. Like they have special intel, special access to Facebook group, telegrams. Here, I got the Telegram group right here. There's no special access to it. Just Google it. When you're on Facebook, you can do the same thing. You do search and find the media office, and you have access to that. Okay? So I will leave the links if you guys feel like reading these. I will leave the link down below in the description. You can come and check these out anytime you want. There's nothing special about them. Maliki in the third option, a battle of difficult choices under Trump's pressure. Yeah, you knew this was going to happen. Trump wasn't going to be too thrilled about Maliki becoming prime minister. So I'm sure and I said the one thing he can do is use his influence and pressure. And hopefully, let's cross our fingers, hopefully Al-Sudani becomes a prime minister again. But I told you Maliki is a snake. He really is. Let's keep going. The name of the leader of the State of Law Coalition and former Iraqi Prime Minister Maliki, 75 years old, has returned to the forefront of the Iraqi political scene after the coordination framework that brings together the ruling Shiite political forces in the country announced his official nomination for the premiership as the candidate of the largest parliamentary bloc, in a move that has sparked a divergence in political positions, especially within the Sunni forces. So people are saying, Pimpy, I thought they just had elections. They do. Remember, it's parliamentary elections. So what they did is they selected the people that are going to be inside parliament. And then after that, this is when people start jockeying, because next is the Speaker of the House, which is Halabasi, I knew was going to get. And then after that becomes the president and then a prime minister. Halabasi is the speaker. The presidency will be determined tomorrow. Remember, the Iraq president is not as powerful as the prime minister. So then after that is the prime minister. So the nomination comes amid race against constitutional deadlines, as Parliament is expected to hold a session to elect the President of the Republic tomorrow, in preparation for assigning the candidate of the largest bloc to form the government, amid confirmation from supporting political forces that Maliki's choice enjoys broad political acceptance internally and does not face regional or international objections. Okay, so this president is one of Maliki's people. American warning, but the picture could change at any moment. The U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio warned Baghdad against forming a new Iraqi government controlled by Iran, adding a government controlled by Iran cannot successfully put Iraq's own interests first, keep Iraq out of regional conflicts, or promote a mutually beneficial partnership between the United States and Iraq. Now look, I'm still keeping my fingers crossed that Maliki doesn't become the prime minister. But man, all roads are pointing towards it. I'm just hoping the United States does something to keep this from happening. This comes at the latest American stance following Maliki's nomination to form the government, as Rubio made a phone call to the current caretaker Prime Minister Al-Sudani and discussed with him Iraq's ongoing deliberation to form a government, and stressed the need to share commitment to ensuring that Iraq can achieve its full potential as a force for stability, prosperity, and security in the Middle East. Yeah, Maliki was not a very good prime minister. He allowed ISIS to come in. As a matter of fact, he told his own generals to stand down and let them come in. So yeah, and he's the one who was shooting protesters. Him and Mahdi, when Mahdi was in there, yeah, they're a disaster. You don't want them in there, and they are big time Iranian puppets. So Maliki's nomination for a third term as prime minister comes amid political division, given that his previous term ended in 2014 amid major political and security crisis that coincided with the invasion of a large area of the country by the ISIS organization. So Maliki is supported by Iran and backed by Iran. Remember, Iran has been wanting Iraq to become an Islamic state like they are. The nomination raised reservations amongst Sunni leaders as the head of the Progressive Party, al-Abbasi, warned in a post dated January 19, 2026, against a return to painful lean days, calling for the coordination of national acceptance and the reference widely understood as an objection to the return of Maliki. In the same context, Al-Mohammed, a member of the Progressive Party, expressed his reservations about Maliki's nomination, explaining that al-Maliki's rule witnessed explosion, marginalization, and exclusion in the Sunni province, and we do not object to the performance, but we were not consulted as partners in the political process when the candidate was chosen, while when we nominated the Speaker of the Parliament, we consulted all political blocs. That's because the Prime Minister is the big dog spot, and they're not going to consult with other people because they don't care. They want total control. Al-Mohammed adds during his interview with the news that Shiite coalition was not in complete agreement on nominating al-Maliki, and the proof is in the decision was issued by majority vote and not unanimously. As for his part, al-Shani, a leader of the AZM alliance headed by al-Samiri, affirms his position is not related to al-Maliki's personality, but rather focused on current entitlements, noting that the current opposition has the authority to hold those who committed abuses in the past accountable. Al-Musani explained to the news that his alliance informed the coordination framework of its acceptance of any decision that does not cause a rift within the Shiite political establishment, and we will proceed with it. He concluded their support for the person capable of restoring balances and managing foreign relations that Iraq needs at this time, which is available in Maliki's experience, especially in dealing with the United States and protecting Iraq's interests in the Middle East region. He does not have a good relationship with the United States, so I don't know what that guy's talking about. But Khalid Muad, a member of the Reconstruction and Development Coalition, head about al-Sudani, affirms that the coalition is proceeding with the support of political process partners to complete the constitutional requirements within their specified time frame. He tells the news agency that al-Sudani supported the nomination of Maliki out of a firm conviction that the candidate must be strong and decisive, not a compromised candidate who is closer to the employee than a leader who has political or electoral space. So what's it say? Al-Sudani supported the nomination of Maliki. Isn't that what I spoke about? So people telling you, I still want truths and facts. No, you don't. You have to actually do the reading and actually do the research. He added that the Reconstruction and Development Coalition is dealing with a high degree of realism and focusing on a clear approach and vision instead of a conflict of names and personalization, considering that talking about challenges of future rejections is not in anyone's interest, and that proceeding with the majority decision taken according to the program that achieved sustainable stability represents the only way to confront political, economic, and social changes, as well as external challenges related to the regional situation and American pressures. So the State of Law Coalition, headed by Maliki, explained that the issue is now left to the Iraqi parliament, and there will be a session to vote during the next few days of this week. Noting during his interview with the news, there is broad acceptance of Maliki in general, and this is the right of the coordinating framework as the largest bloc first. See, they weren't the largest bloc, but they became the largest bloc. That's what I was talking about. They jockey for position. They built a correlation of blocks is what they did. The coordinating framework, which includes major Shiite forces and holds a parliamentary majority, affirms that al-Maliki nomination was based on his political and administrative experience and his previous role in running the state for 2 consecutive terms between 2006 and 2014, while emphasizing the commitment to the Constitution path and working with all national forces to form government capable of facing challenges and protecting Iraq's security and unity. Maliki has the ability to resolve important issues, including armed factions and managing foreign relations, especially with the United States. No, they don't. That's why the United States is putting pressure on Iraq to choose somebody other than Maliki. Yeah, solving Iraq's problems at this stage goes through Maliki. But at the same time, he acknowledges the existence of Sunni positions rejecting a third term, explaining that the Sunni provinces suffered during his rule from unjust and dark days, which explains the Sunnis' component refusal to return to that stage. So now they want this guy to turn the page on the past and act like it didn't happen and support Maliki when he gets into office. That's not going to happen. There's going to be a lot of issues. Now, Maliki had good relations with Obama, because remember, Obama was a kiss ass to Iran and sent them billions of dollars in pallets. Remember that? So that was different. But he ruled with an iron fist and made things very complicated for the Iraqi people. That's what we don't want to see again, okay? So you can see even in this article, it says that al-Sudani is supporting Maliki's nomination. All right, so like I said, I will leave this Telegram group for you guys. I'll leave the link for it down below in the description. Feel free to come on over and check it out. So the way things are looking right now, it looks like Maliki will be the prime minister. I don't want that to happen. And there's still a shiver of hope that somehow, some way, the United States puts enough pressure on Iraq that they end up voting somebody else in as prime minister, not Maliki. But as it stands right now, it doesn't look too good. Anyways, that's it for now. Let me know what you think. I look forward to hearing from you. I'm out.